Hi, everybody. Welcome to Queers and Soaps. I'm Tommy, and today I'm joined by Angel.
Hello.
We are starting a new arc of Port Charles. It's a holiday-themed arc. It's called Miracles Happen. If you subscribe to our Patreon, you already saw us react to the very first episode. But today we're going to discuss the rest of the week. So I'll roll the credits and we'll get right into it. I was very confused by this purple light. I was like, is it Rafe? Is it Jesus? Like, what's happening?
Is it Jed Allen?
Is it Jed Allen? Because I felt like it was just like washing away any like distrust or like animosity between everybody. And they were just like, oh no, I love you.
I love you. I love you. And then they make out.
It almost feels like, well, that's the arc. It's over now.
It's over, yeah. Except there's one element, one couple, I think, that doesn't get back together at the end of this week.
Yeah. So Valerie said that she got kicked out of the, what was it, a convent?
The convent. The recruit. What did she say? How did she say it?
The retreat monastery.
The retreat. Thank you. Retreat.
And I'm like,
I was just called a recruit. Like she got kicked out of the army.
Yeah. I don't believe her. I feel like she's just trying to work.
Yeah, wait a minute. Yeah, because like, how do you get kicked out of a retreat? I mean,
what did you do?
What did you do? Yeah.
Did you break curfew because Caleb had you locked in a box?
That could be it.
Like, I don't know what happened.
It's like I got kicked out of the retreat.
It was a vampire. But I did like that Allison said to Jamal, she's like, I'm not angry, I'm not jealous, because he was like with Valerie.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I'm not angry, I'm not jealous. She's like, I'm not insecure. She's like, I'm just happy that you're okay and that everybody's okay and that it's all over.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was nice.
Yeah, very mature of her. I feel like that's not gonna stand for long, but
right.
We'll see.
Lucy goes to see Kevin and she admits that she slept with Ian.
Except that he knew.
How did he know? Do we know that he knew?
Livy showed him. Livy didn't show him a picture, but she somehow.
Oh, right. I forgot.
Yeah, remember it was yeah. I know Tempted was a chore to get through, but I remember that part.
That's right. Now that you mention it, I remember that. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, so that makes more sense.
Yeah, that was that weirdly edited episode where like Kevin kissed Eve and.
So then I guess we still have to deal with Eve finding out. That's going to be a thing.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I hope they play that beat.
Yeah.
They kind of have to, because how do you explain that Kevin and Lucy aren't together?
Mm-hmm.
And why he's so angry?
Mm-hmm.
So was Eve staying in like a hotel room? Because by the door there was like those cubed, like see-through whatever that Kevin kind of has by his front door, and I'm like, is this supposed to be the lighthouse, just a different room? I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
but then it kind of looked like a hotel, so I wasn't sure. But I think Ian showed up.
Yeah.
Whatever it was, they forgave each other, like, because of the purple light.
Yeah, because she I think she was at Kevin's. I think that was Kevin's house. Okay. And she was like, and then the baby kept crying, and then the purple light showed up on her, and she's like, I know exactly what to do. And then she takes the baby and goes over to Ian and Eve's house.
Right. And they, from the looks of everything, are back together and forgive each other. And then the Child Protective Service agent comes by, and they're like, oh shit, we're not supposed to be with the baby right now because Kevin has custody legally. Mm-hmm. But then purple light, and she's like, I just realized that you guys are not a danger to this baby.
Something about that sunset that happened last episode. Sunrise.
That's a reason to like be like, oh no, it's great. You guys can have custody. That's sunset.
It was that sunrise. It was definitely that sunrise.
Yeah. I guess Jack and Livy are back together.
Yeah, so that episode, by the way, every episode after the first episode begins with Rafe writing in his journal.
Yeah. Remember the first one? I was like, seems like a weird time to start journaling.
Like, dear journal.
Is that going to be for the whole arc?
I guess so. I forgot about that element. Here we go. And then one of the episodes, he says, I guess I just have to make two of me or something like that. So that's what confused me. I didn't know that he had split himself apart. Because like there's one part of him is with Livy at the recovery room, the bar, not the restaurant, the bar, not the hospital.
Right.
The other part of him is with Jack.
Oh.
So he's
I didn't even think about that.
Somehow. And he split up in two somehow. So obviously we get Rafe talking to Livy, convincing her to get back together with Jack, and then the other Rafe following Jack on the motorcycle.
So is the ultimate goal of this for him to get his wings or something to like move on to heaven?
I don't know.
Because I feel like he already protected them twice from Caleb. Like that seems like enough to go to heaven.
Well, he has to get the couples all back together, you know. You see, because Judd Allen said so. Yeah. Whose name is Ed, but we're just calling him Judd Allen.
Yeah. So yeah, going back to Kevin and Lucy, she admits that her and Ian slept together, and Kevin is pissed. And it wasn't a funny moment, but I got a little chuckle out of it. She still wanted to know like their Christmas party that was supposed to end with them being like their wedding. She's like, so it was kind of like, is the party still happening? I'm like, he just said he needed space. I don't think that means like I need space, but let's get married.
No, I think what she means is that, well, I mean, we're gonna get to it, but like, I think what she means is like, hey, is this thing that we were planning since Tainted Love still happening?
Yeah. But Rafe like sent out the invitations, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
That feels like meddling. I don't think he's supposed to do that.
Yeah, but I think the rules have changed since Caleb's gone, so.
Oh, okay. And Lucy, didn't she find a ring? So she thinks everything's
No. So this is what happened. First, Serena comes over, which, hi, Serena.
Right. I was like, oh, yeah.
General Hospital. Serena and Gail come over. She has the invitation. She's like, oh my gosh, Mom. Like, first, also, they were weirdly talking about how big her feet were getting. Weird. But,
okay.
But that was an excuse to like say, oh, let's go shopping. So we're going to go shopping. So for clothes. Because Lucy said something along the lines of, we're not, because we totally hate shopping, don't we? The opposite. Lucy don't shop. Serena has the invitation, and she opens it up, and it obviously it has the invitation writing in it,
right?
And obviously Rafe sent them out, like we said. Right. Then after that, Rafe says, "I wish a semi truck could like convince them to get together." So he rubs his hands, and then a box appears, a jewelry box appears, and it's the rings in it. So
okay, right.
Lucy didn't find the rings. Rafe got them out of his special angel powers, I guess.
So, what was I going to mention? Oh, so the end, it looks like all the couples are back together and happy, except we see Kevin, and he's hugging a mystery woman, I assume. And I'm like, who is this?
I think I know who it is.
Is it Julie?
I think it's Julie.
Would he be hugging Julie?
Well, I think he would. I think he would, consider, given like, because remember she has like a wrap around her head.
Mm-hmm.
The wrap around her head. Want me to give you a light spoiler?
Sure.
She's sick. I think she has cancer.
Oh.
Yeah, and I think it's
Okay.
like at the final, like at a high
Okay.
stage where she's not going to be able to survive.
That
So
just took my mind. Like, I was like, that's
yeah,
why she brings Christina back so that she could be raised by.
uh-huh.
Okay.
So I think it's Julie, and I think she's sick. And
Okay.
I think she's like at an advanced stage of cancer where it cannot be cured, and then she's going to go off to die.
You said Kevin's not her biological father, right?
Julie?
Christina.
Chris? No. It's yeah. So Kevin's not her biological father. It's Chris, I believe.
And Lucy's her biological mother? Or no?
No, it's Julie. Is it Julie? I think it
So
is
then
Julie.
why does Lucy have claim to Christina?
They adopted her. Scott and Lucy adopted Christina. It's
Oh.
like a whole thing. It was a whole thing.
So
Like there
Scott
was
and
a
Lucy
baby.
got back together on Port Charles at one point?
Yeah, so this was pre-arcs
Yeah.
before Scott left the arcs.
Oh.
Left during the arcs, I guess, even though he's still in the credits, but
Did they actually get married? Like, was there a wedding and everything?
they did get married actually.
Hmm.
I think they got married. Did they? I remember there was a whole thing during, I want to say Time in a Bottle or Fate when we were watching it, and it had like what happened, like it caught you up to everything pre-arcs up to that point, and I think they did get married in order to get the custody of Christina.
Okay. Did
And I think
Lucy
they got divorced during the arc somehow. I forgot at what point.
did Lucy and him ever get married on General Hospital?
Uh,
Like after Dominique?
I don't think so. I think he left shortly after that. This is a Karen question, so. But I think I remember you asking Karen, and she said this exact thing. I think they never got married. I think he left for mob reasons.
Mob reasons?
Mob reasons, yeah.
Canada. That's when they went to Canada.
Yes, I went to Canada and left poor Lucy.
Aw. Okay. So that's interesting. I don't know why I thought Julie, but then I was like, it felt too soon. I don't know why I thought maybe Julie came on. Excuse me.
Well, that's a short arc. Remember, that's only 4 weeks, so
That's true.
I think there has to be a setup somehow.
Yeah. All right. Well, this was actually really enjoyable. Even though I felt like, oh, you're fixing mostly everything in 1 week. I'm like, this is really quick.
Yeah, because like Karen told. Well, remember Karen and Frank are on, and Chris.
Yeah.
So yeah, because Karen told Frank everything about like her dying, which obviously at this point she doesn't die. So so like I'm like okay, let me just like go into the headspace as though she is dying, and like okay, perfect. So because I know she's not dying at this point.
But yeah, I'm excited to see what happens because I didn't watch this. So I have no clue except for I had an inkling about the Julie thing. So that's not really a spoiler. But I'm excited to see how it plays out.
Yeah, me too.
I know you said that this is one of your favorite arcs.
Yeah, I think it's short and it's a nice little happy Christmas arc with after all the
Darkness,
scary and darkness like that. But then it goes right back to darkness on Secrets. So.
Right, and killing people.
Killing people, angels coming down from heaven,
Do we get Rafe in Secrets?
I think we do in some capacity.
Okay, he's cute. Did he go to a different show? Was he on like All My Children after Port Charles?
He was on Bold and Beautiful after this, but he wasn't on My Children before
Port Charles?
Before Port Charles. He was Bobby Warner. He was Cliff Warner's son. And if you don't know who Cliff Warner is, you do know who not Steve. Well, Peter Bergman is.
Okay.
So that was who Peter Bergman played before he was Jack.
Did they recast him when Peter Bergman left?
Nope.
His son just appeared.
His son disappeared. I think Nina raised him too. I think Nina wound up coming on, and then that's how he came on. But Bobby is a Martin, no, he's a Cortland technically. So, because of Nina, through Nina adopting him. So I guess he stayed with Palmer. So
okay, well,
But he was on Bold and the Beautiful after this. He was what's his name? Jack Wagner's character's brother.
He was a Maroni?
He was a Maroni, yeah.
Wasn't Rafe or Brian Gaskell also a Maroni?
Yeah, Brian Gaskell was a Maroni on Bold and the Beautiful, yeah.
No. I meant the actor that plays Rafe.
Yeah, Brian Gaskell was on Bold and the Beautiful as a Maroni.
Sorry, I'm thinking about Rafe and Days. What's his name? Gabby's brother. I was saying Rafe as if it was a different character. Gabby's brother in Secrets. Don't we get him in Secrets?
Ricky.
You and I were talking about two different people this whole time.
Oh, Ricky. Okay.
That's why I was like, oh, that's weird.
Get him in Secrets. I think we do get Ricky in Secrets. Yeah.
Ricky, that's who I was talking about. And you were talking about Rafe, and I'm thinking you're talking about Ricky. So I'm like, wow, that's weird. He doesn't look anything like Peter Bergman. Brian Gaskell makes more sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, so did Rick, the actor that plays Ricky, did he do another? Was he on All My Children after this?
I don't think so.
I feel like he went to a different soap.
He was on something. Yeah, he was on something.
Yeah, I'll have to look it up.
Eddie Mantos, I want to say his name is, but I'm forgetting what he's doing. Comment below because
I'm gonna go on Wikipedia and look it up.
We'll look on Wikipedia. I'm sure he was on something.
We were like literally talking about two different people.
I mean, I know that like Christian Campbell replaced Brian Gaskell as his character on All My Children, who is Nev Campbell's brother.
Oh, okay, cool.
So yeah, so they did bring Bobby back for a little bit. I don't think he did anything when Christian Campbell played him.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us for the beginning of Miracles Happen and our little side tangents. We'll be back next week with more. And as always, you can find us on all the socials and on Patreon for exclusive content at Queers and Taupes. And until next time, have a great night. Bye.
Bye.